Welcome friends to the 2024 Lexus Texas. No, I'm just joking. It's the Lexus TX. This is an SUV product that many people have been waiting on because the RXL from the previous generation, well, the third row in that was quite frankly useless, and the Lexus GX is a gas hog, so people wanted something in between. Well, here is that in between machine. However, we only have one picture here from Lexus to go on, and it's not much, but the full unveiling is to come. Right now, we can go based off of the Toyota Grand Highlander because that's the SUV this TX is going to be based upon. So we can put our big thinking cap on and we can make some inferences from the Grand Highlander, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. Okay, when this TX comes out, as I mentioned before, it's going to be based upon that Grand Highlander, and the biggest benefit to that is going to be, well, the Grand Highlander was designed to actually fit adults in the third row. That means this is going to be one of the most useful SUVs in the market. I know the market is flooded with SUV products. It's actually overkill in the United States how many SUVs are truly available, but out of all of that, this seems to be a very good practical choice. And that means it's going to compete with things like the Lincoln Aviator, the Audi Q7, perhaps the Volvo XC90, and the Acura MDX. I just did a test on the Audi Q7 and the XC90. The third row in both of those SUVs are completely useless. In fact, the most useful third row I've ever experienced is in the Suburban and the GMC Yukon XL. Those are obviously massive truck platforms that, once again, they're not going to get the best fuel economy. This TX should fix that. So what is this TX going to be powered by? Well, the Grand Highlander comes with a 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that produces 340 horsepower. It's going to utilize a 6-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive with an electric motor powering the rear wheels. So that's what the Grand Highlander is going to come with. And we can assume the TX, the platform mate, is going to utilize the same thing, meaning the fuel economy should be a combined estimate of around 28 mpg, which is not bad at all for a massive 3-row. Again, this is why the TX will be such an amazing product, because you have the practicality of something like a Suburban, perhaps not in trunk space, but we'll have to see about that. But the fuel economy, I mean, it's genuinely 10 mpg better, right? Maybe more. This TX will most likely utilize the 14-inch infotainment screen along with the latest Lexus safety features. The latest Lexus safety features, they work perfectly. Like, there's no flaws with it. I love the highway cruise control feature with that active steering assist. I mean, it's like semi-autonomous driving, right? You just have to put your hands on the steering wheel every once in a while, and then the vehicle genuinely does make those long sweeping corners on the highway. It'll compensate for any bumps. I mean, it's really impressive. And we can assume the same wireless Apple CarPlays in the Android Autos. That should not be a problem. One thing some people may or may not like is the way they have the heads-up display combined with the steering wheel controls. I personally got used to it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my new Lexus RX review and the NX review. I'll leave them down in the description box. You can watch that after this video. But essentially, when you place your fingers on the steering wheel buttons, the vehicle will automatically detect that, and the heads-up display will kind of turn on, and you have to look at that heads-up display when you're changing your track selection or when you're increasing the volume or any other command. You have to look up at the heads-up display. Anyway, moving on to price. This TX, it's going to sit between the new RX and the LX. We don't know what they're going to do with the GX. Maybe they'll just get rid of it completely. We'll see. But if it's going to be sold alongside the GX, then we can expect the TX to start at around $58,000 when it goes on sale, probably towards the end of 2023. That's not a terrible price point at all for something this massive. Of course, when you tack on the options, I'm sure this is gonna, go above and beyond 70K, no doubt about it. With all that being said, I think this is gonna be a vehicle worth pursuing, but this is an all new, most likely a very desirable product from Lexus. Wait times are probably going to be terrible. The markups from dealerships are going to be insane. This is the problem with new products coming to the market that are actually desirable and useful. The dealer games, the wait times, it's so obnoxious. You know, this can actually benefit a lot of families, both this and the Grand Highlander. Obviously, this would be better because this is a Lexus, the better prestige, the better dealership experience, and most likely better refinement and material choices. This is the vehicle I definitely prefer over the Toyota. But let us know in the comment section, are you waiting to get your hands on this TX? Do you have any local dealership relationships where you have a deposit in? Have you been waiting for a while? Let us know all of your thoughts and your experiences and what you're looking to get out of the new TX. With that established, I will have my next video on the end screen here. Click on it and I will see you there.